Hey there, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me here tonight for Craft Night with Friends. We are continuing on our butterfly embroidery. This is our embroidery of the month. And we will be doing the whipped backstitch tonight. So that is going to be exciting. So I haven't done that here before, and we've already got the backstitch in, and we'll be working on the whipped part. So thanks for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft here for about an hour in the evening here. So all right, let's get going on this butterfly. Okay, so I have my pattern up here, my PDF pattern. I have the piece that we're working on and our example piece, and I'll show you the difference here. So we've finished basically the base level of this. We've done all of the back stitching. Now this one has the whipped part of the back stitch in a different color than the original back stitch, so you can kind of see the difference adding a color makes. So I'm going to zoom right down in there. There. So this one's got a lot more going on. It's got the pinks and yellows and a little bit of blue in here, whereas this just is the orange and the black, basically. So got a little different vibe going on here. I just think, I mean, this is actually a good stopping point right here. If you like the butterfly just as is, you know, stop here. That's totally fine. So this is it with just the back stitch. And then this is it with the whipped part. So you can kind of see we whipped a whole other colors around that orange. So the base level of this is exactly like this, the orange and the black. So it's just kind of fun what like one other little color added to it can do. I mean, it just looks almost shimmery, I think, just with that extra color. So that is the plan for tonight. So let's see how far we get. I am stoked. Okay, let's I think start with this outline here. So yellow is the whipped part of there. Like I said, I have my pattern out tonight just to make sure, because sometimes I'm using yellow for the whipped part and sometimes I'm using that pink for the whipped part, and then sometimes I'm using blue. So I just I have this out tonight to pay attention to that. So that's I'm always going to be looking at that tonight. So I'm going to start with yellow, the bumblebee color, and I'm going to use that 3 strands still. So I'm going to start with my like 24 inches or so. Let's get our 3 threads out of here, so one at a time. Zoop. Okay, 2 and 3. Okay. Just put these back together and we'll be good to go. Oops, I think I lost one somewhere. Where'd you go? Oh, didn't grab it yet. Okay. 3. Alright, I got my needle here. Let's play with the thread conditioner again today. I'm gonna just run it through the thread conditioner. This is basically beeswax and a little oil, I think. It's just gonna coat the thread, make it a little stronger and hold the threads together a little bit better. I think it just smells good. Alright, set that aside. Hope everyone had a lovely day today. All right, hold on here. Okay, good. I was looking at, the YouTube thing was not working, but okay, I can see your YouTube comments now. All right, good. Hello, everyone, popping in today. Hopefully everything else with the tech is going all right today. I know it can be a little weird sometimes. All right, so I'm going to start, the yellow is going to go around the outside of this wing. So I'm going to start there. So let's weave in the end here. Oh, Marie says that she started the yellow already. And I have a little bit left. Ooh, and then you're going to do pink and blue. Oh, that's a good idea, doing all the same color at once. Maybe we'll do that too. I was thinking, ooh, I could just do all one side first. Like I could do all like the left wings and leave the right wings. But then I'm like, ugh, I don't think I'd be able to. If I had leftover thread, I don't know if I'd be able to stop. So we're just going to go till my red thread runs out. All right, to start the whip, I'm just going to come up at the beginning of the row. So like right in the same beginning of the stitch there, right? We're going to come up there, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go, like, slide my needle underneath. Like, I'm not going through the fabric at all. I'm just sliding it underneath the first stitch there. And I'm going from right to left. You can go whatever direction you want, but the trick is to get that whipped look is to always go in the same direction. So I'm always going to go right to left, which, you know, I'm right-handed, so it makes sense to do that. So that's the first one, just going underneath, and then I'm just going to go to the next one, slide underneath that stitch. And there we go, there's our first little whip, and it already looks like that pretty baker's twine. So this is it. This is literally all we're doing. We are going to go around every single stitch. And again, the trick is just to always come from the same side. It's actually a whole different stitch. Oh, I forget what it's called, but you can go in and out, back and forth, and it gives it a different look too. It's just so many fun little things to do to decorate your back stitches. But this is one. So whipped back stitch here. And I think it's going to go super duper fast, like the blanket stitch went fast. So we're just going to cruise around and around here tonight. So I'm going to try and get enough thread that it's going to go around the piece so I can end it right at the last bit. I haven't really thought about how I would end this if I ran out of floss. We'll have to think about that tonight. But let's just take a look at it. So first of all, look at the color changing. We're just adding that little bit of yellow, and it's just brightening up that orange a bit. But look how it looks like baker's twine, where you have two threads together, and it almost looks like a little rope sitting on top of the fabric surface. I don't think it looks like a back stitch at all anymore, like with all these little beady stitches. I think it just looks like a little, you know, a little string sitting on top. So that's kind of a cool effect, I think. It really, really changes the look, though, of the stitch, I think. Oh, Marie, that's so good. Marie says, this whip stitch really inspired me on some ways of fully finishing some of my cross-stitch pieces. Ugh, that's awesome. I love that. And that's why I love like the Finish It Fridays. Just, you know, one little spark or one little jolt of energy on a project, and then like tons of others are getting finished, and yeah, that's awesome when that happens. Oh, Diane, howdy from Texas. Oh, rainy and cold Central Coast, New South Wales. So it is. It rained all day today. I didn't get to go outside at all. I could have, I suppose. We were talking about raincoats the other day at the office, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot all about raincoats. I gotta get my raincoat out. It took me ages to find a raincoat that I liked, and forgot all about that in the winter. I should have that readily available now. Ugh, I just love the look of this. It really looks like a completely different stitch, that little like ropey look. This is also really pretty if you just use the same color. So I could use that orange in here again, and what's going to happen is it's just going to change to that ropey look. It's going to look like a string just like secured magically on top of the fabric. that ropey look versus the backstitch look. Be fun to do that for a piece, just get that ropey look. Like, or if there's something like that in your piece that, you know, like that has like a little string holding like a bouquet together or something, that would be a really great time to use this whipped backstitch. It'd be fun. All right, 2 more little whips to go on this guy. Super fast. Super duper fast. I mean, we do actually have a lot of this to do, so I don't know if we'll quite finish it all tonight, but I don't know, the speed at how fast it takes to add that little detail is just really fun. All right, so there's one. So now I was in that last one, so I'm going to go right back into the end of that stitch, like the end of the back stitch. We're just going to, just like how we started, we're just going to end there. Okay, let's see. So this little bit up here is with the yellow. Ugh. Do I want to just really go up there to get just this little bit? Probably. Or maybe I'll come back to that later. Like maybe I'll have just a tiny bit of string left and I can do like those 6 stitches or something. I have a lot of thread left here, so I think I'm gonna just continue. This little bit is yellow and this little bit is yellow. I think I could probably get both of those with this thread yet. So I don't know if any of you figured out the mistake that I did yet. When I was finishing up this guy, so in the instructions, in the diagram, all of these little lines on the inside here were supposed to be pink, and I accidentally did them all yellow. So with the one that we do tonight, I'm gonna make all those pink, so we'll get to see the difference between there. So that'll be fun to see. So yeah, I think I ended here, so I'm going to come up here, and then I'll go here, and then do that bottom area. I think that's my plan, and I can just jump down to here, I think. All right, so coming up in that same starter spot of the backstitch, I'm just kind of going away from me. Then I can go right to left the whole time. All right, so we'll go through all these little stitches one by one. Oh, now that's a fun idea. So Marie's saying, I love the 2 different colors, but I thought that if you made longer back stitches, you could add another color, like a tri-colored strand. That's a great idea. You could probably do that with smaller stitches too. But yeah, larger ones might work a little bit better. Ooh, that's a fun idea. All right. I almost skipped one. I'd have to shush the thread out of the way to see the one you're on. Okay, 2 more. This hardly uses any thread either, which is great. All right, done with that row, so let's go in that ending hole of the stitch. There we go. Ugh, it just brightens it up a little bit, I think. Gosh, this would be fun just with the yellow too. All right, so now this bottom blip here, I'm just going to jump there again. Okay. I think this time we'll go bottom to the top. Stuck in there. I'm sort of running, oh, I think I got that one already. Okay, I'm sort of running out of thread here. I want enough thread, or floss, I keep saying thread and floss interchangeably, but I want enough that I don't have to stop in the middle So I'm just kind of wary on how much floss I have left. This is pretty. So tomorrow I'm gonna be on location at my parents' house. I think we're gonna drive there tomorrow. So I will only be on YouTube. Ooh, this one got a little kind of swirly down here. Must have got a little caught on something. I think it's fine. All right, I'm gonna zoom over to here. I think I have enough for that yet. So tomorrow I'll only be on YouTube, just because I can only do one there, and that works better on location. I can see some chat, kitty cat. Okay, next up. Oh, Paula's asking, am I using a tapestry needle? Nope, I'm still just using my normal embroidery needle. You totally could, though, use a tapestry needle. That's not a bad idea. A tapestry needle has a blunt edge. It's kind of basically like a cross-stitch needle. So yeah, you could totally use one of those. I'm just kind of sliding it underneath, and it seems to be working fine. It's not going through the fabric. But that's the trick. I'm not going through the fabric. I'm just going underneath the stitches. Oops. I almost pulled it out. I kind of like pulling it in the direction of the stitch, so it's kind of nice and tight, and then I just move it back so I can see the next stitch. I guess we are kind of ending up doing all the yellow first. I wasn't necessarily planning that, but now we're kind of on a roll with the yellow, so I think I'll just continue doing all the yellow first. Then we'll do all the pink. And then we got the blue, the body, butterfly body, and the text, the fly text is blue. Okay. I think I have enough, just letting it de-twist a little. I think I have enough for this loop coming up, so I'm gonna do that too. Probably just enough. Yeah, I think I have enough. Oh, Paula says I always pierce the floss with a regular needle, so a tapestry needle helps me not do that. That's a great idea. Excellent. Oh, thanks, Sylvia. Sylvia says it's looking beautiful. I'm really having fun with this one for sure. It's fun to do these different stitches every once in a while here. What I like is we get instead of just learning a stitch, we get to actually try it in the wild. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing to like learn how to do it, like see how it's done on a YouTube video or something, but when you actually get to play around with it on a piece, you get to just really see what it can do, I think. All right, so we're done there. And I think I'm going to end that floss right there, and then I'll get a new floss, and we'll go around the outside there, and then we still have these little blips there that I got to come back and do. So it's looking so fun, though. Like, the yellow, I don't feel like it changes it so much. I mean, it kind of does. It brightens up the whole thing. Ugh. It adds just texture and fun. Ugh, I'm loving it. All right, let's weave in the ends. still looking good here, which is always fun. Alrighty, let's get that other thread. Man, we hardly used any yellow in this. Just my 24-inch piece, and that's going to be good enough, I think. Oh, let's play with the thread conditioner again. Oh, so Marie's asking, have you ever used weaver's cloth? That's what I use for my punch needle project, and it's a great fabric for embroidery. Actually perfect, and you can dye the cloth also. Ooh, dyed cloth would be fun. I've used, I know this isn't the same thing, but I've used monk's cloth. That's sometimes used for punch needle. But I've embroidered on that. That's what all my like large yarn pieces are, because you can pull yarn through, but specifically weaver's cloth I haven't used. I'll have to look into that though. All right, what did I say? Let's just start here. Start on the bottom edge. What side is it? Okay, here. Sometimes when I flip it around, I get confused at what side is what. Oh, did I jump just right across there? Oh, I totally did. Okay. Wait, where is this thread coming from? I did something there. It's weird to me that it was jumped across there. I think I don't know what I did there. I don't know why I did that. At least it's a light color. I don't think we'll be able to see it. Is that even attached to anything? I don't think... What is that coming from? Oh, it is over here. I don't know. I wove in the end here and then jumped over here. So what I was just saying, that I sometimes get confused and weave in the wrong side, I think that's what happened right there, actually. I think I wove in this side to do this one. I just jumped over there. All right, that's pretty good right there, I think. Just gonna go right to left again, or however it feels comfortable, as long as I'm going in the same direction. And I'm just kind of getting out of the way so I don't kind of accidentally tie it into a knot or something. So tomorrow, when I'm at my parents' house, I think, I mentioned this last night, but I think we'll work on adding another herb to my green apron. Oh, speaking of, we are having a supplies sale today. So it's a 10% off sale, but it's 10% off of the 10% that's already on the entire shop. So it's going to be basically 20% all supplies today. Everything in the supplies section. So the 10% of the store, that will get calculated way at the end. But the supplies, I believe it's supplies 10 is the code. Ooh, I think that's the code. That's to get the additional. So you need a code for that, but then the you'll get another 10 off once you're like at the part where you put your name in, I think. And that's the store, 10% off additional. But yeah, I think there's like a couple more aprons left, and those would be included in the sale. All right, we're getting there here. This is so quick. I mean, I guess it's not really that quick because it requires doing the backstitch first, and that took a long time. So it's like we're adding more time to doing a backstitch. this evening it feels fast. If we think of it as a new thing that we're doing. I'm really happy that we're doing like all the yellow first. It's fun just seeing like the colors develop one by one, I think. Really liking the yellow. Okay, back in the hole there. So now I think I'm gonna just travel up in the back of these stitches because all we have left is like this little bloop here and this little bloop here. So I'm gonna have to like start fresh over here, I think, but this I'll just weave up. So let's just see if I got everything. Yeah, I'm just looking at the instructions yet. I think my iPad's gonna die, so I better check to make sure before it dies. So this is the yellow. Yep, all these outlines, and then that blip and that blip, and then the rest is pink and all of the body and antenna, and the fly is blue. Okay, I got it, just in case. All right, let's travel up the back here. Ooh, that sounds weird. Thread getting a little caught. Okay. Let's flip around, and where am I? Oh, I'm on the top here. Okay. Pop up there. And we'll come around this side. Oh, Teresa, I love that idea. Teresa said this would look pretty with variegated floss too. Ugh, that would be a fun thing to try, for sure. Variegated floss is that floss that is dyed all different colors. That would be neat to see how that changes it. Ugh, that's a perfect thing for a butterfly too. I just think this makes it look just more iridescent and shiny, just like a butterfly's wings would be, just like changing colors in the sunlight and all that. All right, so we got that side done, looking like little strings on top. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna weave in that end, and then I'll have enough to just jump over there. I'm not gonna jump over there. I'm gonna cut my thread and weave in over there and start fresh. Too big of a jump. Lots of thread left. Okay, and let's get in on this side. 1, 2, 3. Comfy. All right, this little blip, and then that's it for the yellow. Doing all the yellow at once. That's nice. Done. Ugh, pretty. All right, weave. All right, last up, or next up, I should say. working ahead in my brain, I guess. Okay, we got the garden rose. Let's get that color back. I think I'll start fresh with a fresh 24 inches or so. All right, well, what do we really need to do? Okay, we got these bloops. And then I could come around and do these with probably the same thread. And then maybe we'll start fresh and do these guys down here and then cross over and do those. That'll do it. All right, that's the plan. But what direction should I start in? Oh, I probably want to start up here. I'm going to do this whole route. Then I'll probably jump up here and then come back down. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I like mapping it out. Jeez. Slippery bugger. Alrighty. Alright, you guys, it looks like we got some stuff happening here. So, alright, let's finish the pink. Zoop. All right. I think this is going to super brighten it up. This is going to actually change the look of it, I think, having this pink in here. All right, I'm going to weave in the end here, and we'll get going. Alright, so I'm going to come up at the beginning again with the new color. Alright. Whip around. So I'm going to keep doing the right to left. Sometimes I think of it as right to left, other times it's bottom to the top. It'd kind of be fun to do the two different colors, though. I'm a little tempted to do that. Maybe if we get this all done tonight. I don't know if we will. I still have all that blue to do, but it'd be fun to just put a few stitches in of a different color to see what 3 colors would look like. Alright, they're getting a little close together here, but I think we got it. The fun part is it feels like I'm stitching really fast, so I love that. Magically getting tons done. That's what it feels like. All right, I think we got a little baby stitch here yet. There we go. And you know what? I think I might just start up on... Yeah, no, I'm going to come back up. So I'm going to actually... This kind of comes up in the same hole, so I think I'm going to kind of wrap around a stitch that's here, just so I don't pull the stitch out when I come back in the same one. And then I'm going to come back up. That's a little trick if you have to like turn at an angle or something, move around, and come up through the same hole. You can just go, before turning, you can go behind some of the other stitches. That works really well. Ooh, Amy says, I bet one of your coppery metallics would look amazing. Oh, that would be really pretty with the butterfly. Ooh, that would make it so shiny. Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun. I love that idea. Can you load more than one stitch at a time? Oh, I don't know if I can. Not easily. I mean, not without like, I mean, there I kind of did, but I'm kind of pulling the threads a little bit more than I want. So you could. Yeah. It seems like a little bit more of a hassle. I gotta even my threads out here a little bit. But yeah, there I did two, but it was kind of, it felt a little awkward. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, I'm really, really loving how this is turning out. Sometimes if my stitches are feeling like they're a little loose, I'm just giving it a little tug on it, and that kind of makes it all pretty and ropey again. Ooh, now I just want to do one of these in all metallics. How fun would that be? But there, I love that our one color orange is now all of a sudden all these pretty colors blended together. I think that's just so neat. Oh, yep. Yes, Kathy, I'm going in every single stitch. So this is the whipped part of the whipped back stitch, and I'm coming in from the same side every time as well. So I'm going like right to left every single time as I go around. So that gives it the twisted look. If you went back and forth, it would give you just a little bit different look. It's more like a woven back stitch, I think, not a whipped back stitch though. Yep, I'm going in every stitch, and then when I'm at the end, I'm just going in the same stitch that the back stitch ended in. There we are. So we got our, that side, the pink, that side's done, that wing. Okay, and then I think I have enough left for more, so I'm gonna come underneath here. I guess I'll go this way, and then jump, and then do the rest there. Yep, that's the plan. All right, so I'm gonna kind of, oh, how did I end up here? I guess I am way up here. All right, I'm just gonna weave down to here, come underneath and back up. And now I'm on this side. All right. We'll do the bottom. Ooh, I think I got some of that black in there. I want to be on this side of the black. That might just be shadow. There, we're good. All right, so, all right, and then we're coming up right at the beginning of the back stitch too. So this is the same hole that this orange back stitch is on, and then that's still going to be the first stitch we do. So every single stitch, and always coming from the same side. So again, I'm going like right to left with my motion for all of them. As a right-handed person, it just seems the easy thing to do. And I'm kind of holding it vertically, so I can do that right to left pretty easily, and I've kind of been just rotating so I can get that. Ooh, Marie, that sounds pretty. I changed mine a bit. I did those big swoops in dark pink and then doing light pink over it for the whip stitch. Ah, you'll have to post it in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group. I'd love to see. How fun. Oh, and small pink stitching around the satin stitch too. I bet you that's pretty. I'm just kind of like pulling on it like this just to get it out of my way, because with it down here, it's, you know, I'm afraid I'm going to tie it in a knot or something, so I'm just kind of pulling it out of the way so I can see my stitch. And then letting it go at that point. Kind of cruising with it. Super speed stitching. Alright, so this is the end of this row, so I'm going to just go in that same stitch. Ooh, do I have enough? Oh yeah, I have plenty, I think, for this last bit. So I'm going to actually just jump back down here. Ooh, it's kind of fun with the three colors. Now we got like orange and that yellow with the orange and then the pink with the orange. That's pretty too. All right. Oh, Amy, that one was beautiful. Oh, I forget who did that. Let me know if you're here, whoever did the gray, who was working on this and did it on that gray background. That is turning out beautiful. Or it turned out beautiful. I think it was finished, wasn't it? Ooh, this got a little caught and I lost my needle here. And they're all at different lengths now, so let's just snip that. Threaded. All right. Yeah, that muscle memory is kicking in. Just like once you get like 80 of these done in a piece, then all of a sudden your hands just kind of know what to do, which is nice. That's when it gets relaxing. Ooh, Liza, I hope you love it. I love that book. I need to read it again. All right, just barely. Ugh, I think I grabbed a little bit more than I meant to. Let's hold this back. There's a lot going on real close here. Oh, actually, I think I caught a little bit in the yellow beforehand, so I'm going to grab a little bit lower. There we go. That's good enough. All right, and then ending in that same stitch. Good. All right, so I'm going to weave in that end, and then I just have these little shorty lines there. And that's the part that I messed up in the sample. In the sample, I made all those sample ones, so I'm excited to see the difference with that. It's always neat how one color just kind of changes the look of everything. Okay. Oh, I do have another piece of pink. Excellent. So, all right, let's, I kind of want to end up in the lower parts because it'll be easier to jump around. So low, up, down. Okay, so I'm going to start on the lower end of here, and I'm going to just kind of ladder along. Then I'll go down underneath here and then get these other ones there, and that'll be it. That'll be it for the pink. Man, and then we just have the text and his body to do yet. That might take a little bit of time. Ugh, hopefully I'd like to finish this tonight. We'll see how far we get. Luckily, embroidery travels well, so if I have to finish this up tomorrow, that'll be fine too. Okay, so again, tomorrow I'll just be on YouTube. I'll try and share on Facebook, though, just as a reminder. Okay. I did say start down, right? Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's pretty with the pink. Yeah, did this all yellow before. Alright, I think I'm just gonna stick on the same side here and just come down instead of up. Instead of rotating the whole piece. Oop, I think I hear some more rain again. Ugh, it rained all day today. Nope, Teresa, next week is our free week. So our last week of the month this time around is sort of our free week. I guess I haven't really decided on anything yet. We could work on the Aurifil quilt some more. That wouldn't be bad. We're working on sewing together our rows. I'd love to get that farther. It'd also be kind of fun to embroider something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to work on next week. It's kind of like our extended Finish It Friday, the last week of the month. Last week of May already, people. Isn't it crazy? Flying by. So the first week of the month is the Granny Square quilt. So the first week in June, we'll be working on that again. All right, pink. It's pretty. So here's the difference. This one we did yellow at the bottom. There you can see, and this one we did pink. I think that adds a little bit to it. I like the pink at the bottom. So it's pink in the instructions. I just messed it up on that first round. I wasn't gonna go back and fix it, so I figured, I'll do it right this time. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the time. I don't think we'll get quite done with all that blue, but we'll see. If we're close, then maybe I'll just stay on a little later and get it done. I just love the look at this. It is just like that colorful baker's twine, but in like fun colors that you can't find baker's twine in. Actually, it'd be fun to just do like a color with white. I've seen that more often now with baker's twine, like a really pretty color, and then they mix white with it. That'd be really pretty, I think. White with any color. Doing all these little guys at the bottom. This is using a lot more thread than I thought. I mean, I have tons left, but I thought I'd have a lot more left. Out of here. There we are. Amy, it's about a 5-ish hour drive. So short enough to do in a day, but about 1 hour longer than what's comfortable enough. I usually get a little jittery at that 4-hour mark. All right, there is the butterfly. Ugh, I think that pink looks so fun. Geez, what a change from when we started, though, like with all this extra color in there. Ugh, love it. All right, let's weave that in and see if we can get some of this blue done. So all of the black, except for the wings with the blanket stitch, everything but that is got whipped with the blue. So we'll do that next. Oh, Linda says 7 more designs and you have a year of the embroidery of the month. So yeah, isn't that crazy? Gosh, I haven't thought about it like that. That's actually a good way for me to think about it. It's less overwhelming, I suppose, to like design them. I do have June's done. June's I'm pretty excited about next month's. Yeah, I'm excited about it for sure. Let's get the blue out. This is the scuba dive color. But that's all I have done. only June. So, any suggestions for the other 6? Let me know. Because I haven't drawn any of those patterns yet. It's got a stray fuzzle on there. Okay, I think I'm going to start with the text. Just because, I don't know, feels like that'd be a lot to get that done. Oh yeah, we're racing the clock. I definitely don't think we'll get done tonight. Oh man, but do I just stay to finish the rest of that blue? Maybe we'll just finish it up tomorrow and then stitch on the apron. That'd be okay too. Oh yeah, 7 hours. Like, oh, gosh, any more than the 5, and it feels, you can feel it for sure. Ugh, yeah, and 5 is, like I said, it's about like a half hour too much. Ooh, a horse or a donkey. That'd be fun. I did have an idea for a horse one. Oh, that's true. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll finish this tomorrow because then I can bring it home and show my mom. That's a good point, Sylvia. I suppose I could do that anyway, but yep, it'd be fun to work on it yet. Oh, I guess this is just a really big stitch. I was gonna go through that stitch again. I wonder if I like stitching towards me better than I like stitching away from me. Not sure. Ooh, look how pretty the blue is with the black though. Those are fun together. Just rotating so it's comfortable so I can keep going that right to left. Trying to get the thread out of the way when I do that, but it keeps bouncing back. Oh, a Dreamcatcher, that'd be pretty. I had a Dreamcatcher in my embroidery book from years ago. Oh, Lynn, exciting. Lynn says, I am done. Another embroidered block for my COVID quilt. Nice. Good work. Ooh, Amy says, the pink and orange remind me of sherbet ice cream. That is exactly how I'm feeling about this whole color palette. It's just super sherbety. Agreed. Just bright and juicy and summery. All right, Mr. F is done. A lot of area to cover with the text. I always forget about that. Yeah, so we'll finish this up tomorrow because we're just going to barely get this text done, I think. So we'll finish up, it's just the body and then antenna, get the blue. And yeah, so we'll do that, and I'll bring this apron home, and we can stitch another herb on it. Ooh, I got a little itty bitty baby stitch right here. If you go around a stitch more than once, I think that'll look just fine. So like if you, like for example, made like a stitch just too big, you could go around it twice and you won't know. It'll just look like you did 2 smaller stitches probably. Alright, getting awkward, gotta rotate. Keep rotating with the text. It's kind of silly. Oh, that'd be a good test. Kathy's saying if you want more of the undercolor, yeah, less strands for this top color would probably, yeah, I mean you could just go around with like 1 strand if you just wanted it super subtle. Getting there. I just really love how it just looks like string laying on the surface, though. It's a fun effect. I think it's an unexpected effect of this whipped backstitch. Oops, got stuck. Almost there. Last one. All right, so let's tuck that in. Just going in that hole of that last stitch. Ugh, that is just pretty. It's looking so fun. All right, so it's funny how none of those colors are on the back, right? Because all of the whipped stitches are just on the front. So all we have left is the blue of the body and the antenna of the butterfly, and then we're done. So we'll finish that up tomorrow. Oh, missed the needle minder there. All right, let's get it all nice in the hoop again. Pretty. All right, I think it's looking awesome. I love this stitch. I can see doing this a whole lot more in the future. It's just fun. So yeah, so the antenna and the whole body gets that blue look to it, the blue and black look. All right, you guys. Ugh, I am loving how this is turning out. Here it is from a ways away. I think just that those extra colors just add a little bit of pop, a little bit of texture to it, a little bit of like shimmeriness. So I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so one little bit left. We'll do that tomorrow. Again, I'll be on location, so it'll be on YouTube only tomorrow, but same time, 8:30 p.m. Central. And we'll be working on this guy a little bit more. So this is that pretty green apron. All right, and we have been stitching all of these pretty herbs in there with my iron-on patterns of the herbs. We got, what do we got? here. Okay, we have 5 and there's 7 total, so we'll do, I think we've been doing like 1 a night, so we'll be able to add 1 more tomorrow. And I think it's just making like a really pretty little pattern there. So, all right, that is the plan. So I will see all of you tomorrow, and thanks again for joining me here tonight. See you tomorrow. Good night.